Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good morning so far. It is Monday, May the 6th, and the market is just open. See that there? That funny, wonky looking indicator? Well, that's the 1 minute opening range indicator, and it gets a little funny like that until it gets set after the first 1 minute candle is completed, and then it'll move out to the right, as most of you know. This is my first day back on the free Telegram channel after a few weeks break, helping out with some family stuff and what have you, as many of you know. And as you also probably know, I don't record my trade videos anymore. I don't record my trades, I should say, on video. But I thought I would record the open here today and see what happens, just as a kind of a welcome back deal, if you will. And we'll monitor and track and record any opportunities. So there's the first 1 minute candle done, and now we have the open range, top of the open range, bottom of the open range for the first 1 minute only. I know we have several or many new members in the group, and so I'm being a little more explicit here in terms of what we're looking at. This is the three sisters, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow 1 minute charts with VWAP, volume weighted average price. And of course, my power grid here focused mostly on the NASDAQ these days, where the most movement is happening. Not most of the movement, but where the most movement out of the three. Higher VIX, of course, on the NASDAQ than the Dow, and on the S&P as well. So that's kind of where I'm focusing. During the market open, I am very patient. My default position, especially on a Monday with the UK being closed for the holiday, I'm going to be very patient and wait for an optimal setup, or simply not trade at all. I have no problem sitting on my hands for an entire day, as many of you know, and take nothing, because I'd rather take the most certain move than just any move, and that's what I will be looking at today. I'll bring you back. All right, guys, we're back. Buy stop order above this candle, which closes in 4 seconds. Stop below the low of the day, the New York day, of course. Waiting for that push up. This will be for 1 hour. And I'm in. Long the NASDAQ. I'll explain this trade in more detail in a moment. For now, we wait. And there it is, guys. Well, that didn't take very long, did it? Just nearly 5 hours. So yeah, it took a long time. Entered this trade way back here near the open. In fact, let's take a look at the chart so I can show this to you. This is a 2 minute chart now, so I can fit all the candles in instead of a 1 minute chart. Here's what it looks like. If you remember, on the open of New York, we had driven down, driven up, driven back down again. So this is the key here, is this nice impulse wave up on the open, and then a retest. So it's a break into a bullish moving average configuration, and then a retest, and then waiting for some resumption of some strength. It was a bit sluggish, actually, and that's why I waited a bit. I waited for Bryce to break above this shift down candle, and then when it did, I entered, and then we just grinded or ground around for hours, and it's been almost just shy of 5 hours, I think, since this trade, since we entered this trade. And so and then finally, I actually went for lunch and worked in the garden and so on and so forth, came back, and here we are finally hitting 50 points and 1 hour. What can I tell you about the trade? I mean, very bullish daily, bullish 30-minute. The daily, in fact, breaking. This is Monday, by the way, sluggish Monday with UK closed. So really, typical Monday / UK bank holiday type of action, but it worked out. Patience really paid off here. But bullish daily. This is the third up day now. Monday, of course, having broken above Friday's high and the high of last week. In fact, the last 2 or 3 weeks. And so last week's high is that blue line you see there at the top, and last week's low is the line you see here, and that, of course, was Thursday of last week, and then we started rallying up from there. So bullish daily, bullish 30 above EMAs here on the 30, breaking into, this is also key, of course, on the open here, breaking into being in a clean traffic range. You can see this over here. It goes way back to April 15th. I think I talked about this about 5 hours ago on the open. Just my alarm going off there. But there we go, guys. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a trend continuation trade and a market open play with a break and retest of the market open. Thanks for being here, and have an amazing night. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.